this Yeti mic. I'm not a fan of.
No, not at all. Dude, I'm using the HyperX, and I would love some Shure mics and stuff, but I just don't have... I can't justify spending that much money on it when this one just works fine.
Yeah, I get that.
But no, I hear you, man.
Absolutely.
I'm all about the quality and stuff. Like even the camera lighting and stuff. I have soft boxes everywhere, and it's like I really want the good quality stuff. So that's wicked that you guys are. I thought I saw you guys rocking it not too long ago. So is it set up yet? Your Shure mics?
Okay, so we had the first Shure mic we bought like a year ago because we wanted to upstream quality for Twitch. Twitch is kind of a bust for us, so that's why we
Oh,
stick with YouTube streaming. And but yeah, we bought a second Shure. We haven't set it up yet, just got it yesterday. So
no, that's wicked though.
yeah,
Hold on 1
having
second.
to run a USB mic and a completely different mic, it was just not working at all.
No, I bet. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, I've tried to do that as well because I tried to have my girlfriend on some of the Twitch streams with me, just with like a mic, right? So, like, I don't
Uh-huh.
have mics out the wazoo or anything, but I tried to hook up like just like a regular like headphone mic to my computer. So I bought like those special fucking adapter for the headphone jack, ran it all the way to the couch, and like the echo on there was just insanely stupid. So I'm like, man, I don't have the right like mic capacity right now for this stuff. So, and I run off of a laptop. So
Yeah. You
yeah.
run off of a laptop?
Yeah, everyone's very surprised with that, but like, man, like everything runs so smooth, even with all my programs. Like, I did get it built for gaming and stuff, but also video editing. Like, I probably spent about 2 grand on this laptop with a custom build.
Woo!
So I mean, it's pretty hefty. And then I dropped like another like I think it's up to like 32 gigs of RAM as well. So like I just kind of loaded it up not too long ago just to get a little bit more power out of it just for RAM wise. But yeah, it's pretty good for what it is. I'm so happy about it, but I wish I had more screens. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
I only have one output for an HDMI thing. So like I got this big massive like I don't even know how big this is. Maybe 24, 28 inches Samsung or something like that. But it's nice. It's nice for video editing.
Well, I mean, when you say it like that, that's a hefty laptop. It definitely sounds like it could easily run this.
Yeah, like it's got
We
an
started with a
i7.
laptop, but it wasn't built for it, and so we had to upgrade.
Yeah, it's really nice. I kind of run off of an external hard drive as well, just for like recording all my shit. That way it's just not bogging it up. But I have like
Mhm.
a solid state drive on it that's like half a terabyte, and then another drive on there as well that's like I think like 2 terabytes or something. So it's crazy how much you can jam into one of these fucking things. But it's nice. It's nice. And then yeah, then I got the external as well, which I think is like 3 terabytes or something, just for
Yeah.
recording all my Twitch streams and stuff, because I don't really rely on the ripping it off of like Twitch. So that's kind of funny that you kind of ditch Twitch for YouTube.
Well, I mean, we still use Twitch, but not as often. Like we were on Twitch last night and it was a total shit show.
Oh,
Lag, man. The audio lag and all that stuff. It sucks.
like it just wasn't
Twitch can be
syncing
good.
up, or
Yeah, we were playing Call of Duty and I was hearing all the shots after I was killed. So after like an
no.
hour and a half, I was just like, all right, guys, this just isn't fun. So we're gonna bounce.
Wow.
But
I didn't think that would
so
do that.
here's what we do is we stream Friday and Saturday nights on YouTube, right?
Mhm.
And Friday nights we usually go off without any issues, without hitting any copyrights, unless we do like some massive artist, right?
Yeah.
And then Saturday night we usually get hit with copyright blocks. But the trick with YouTube is that you can sit there and wait it out. You just turn off all your copyrighted music. After like a minute or two, it comes back on. You start streaming again. But we always have Twitch as that backup.
Right.
And but yeah, we're growing, slowly growing our Twitch, group.
Yeah, of
But
course.
majority of our people are on, YouTube, so that's where we stream for
Man,
now.
I thought the same thing. I think I started like one of my first I think I only did like one YouTube stream because I'm like, oh man, I got, fucking 9,000 subscribers. This will be great. It'll be way better than Twitch. Way better. We got way more audience. And I remember getting on, didn't get that many. It was probably like maybe 5 at the time. And it was like, I kept getting booted because we were like streaming bigger bands. And then I found out like it just kicks you off. And I got so frustrated with it. I'm just like, no, let's go. We're going to Twitch. Everybody come to Twitch. So, I mean, I
Yeah.
know the platform more with that, but other than that, like, I get what you're saying. Like, your audience is on YouTube, and it's probably better for that way. But maybe, I don't know. For me, in my experience, for music wise, it's been tough to do. I don't know why. I haven't tried it since, but
I mean, we don't get massive amounts of people watching us. I think we get mostly like 30 people in a night.
still with
But
that, and you guys have like 50
the
something subscribers,
yeah.
50K.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, 50K. But so it's kind of a way of marketing Twitch too, because when we get kicked, we tell everyone, all right, we're going over to Twitch. And then we get a bunch of new follows over on Twitch because all these people are in there. So it's just kind of trying to grow Twitch off of YouTube, and it's working slowly, but it'll get there.
Dude, I understand that because I was kind of doing that with TikTok the last couple streams as well. So like I have a burner phone kind of thing, and I set it up on a tripod thing here, and I'll have in there in the background. I'll use the green screen thing. I don't know if you use TikTok or anything much, but
I don't, but I watch your TikToks.
so you're
I
on
straight
TikTok.
I straight up I have a TikTok,
Yeah.
but I don't TikTok. I just
Okay.
watch like yeah.
Yeah, so like I'll set it up with the live and that, and then like I'll just have the green screen in behind me with like it's something that I made in behind it. It's like go to Twitch if you want to talk to me or like get a song request in. But like you see people rolling in, and it's cool to see the analytics on that as well. Like kind of right after you stream on Twitch, because like you see the people pile in on
Mhm.
from TikTok to Twitch, and it's kind of cool just to see that. And like it's weird, man. Like all these other platforms are just mind-boggling sometimes, and sometimes I just don't understand it. It blows my mind. Like I have a huge following on TikTok with like 165,000 subscriber or followers, which again,
Yeah,
it
man.
doesn't really mean that much when you look at the whole like scheme of things. Like it's cool to see people like, say like, hey, you're my favorite reactor and stuff like that. But like, it's just cool when they come into TikTok and like, yo, you're that guy on on TikTok. So it's cool to see you. Nice to catch a stream, blah, blah, blah. So it's a lot of fun for sure.
Well, dude, you kill it on TikTok. Your edits alone are just fucking killer. And I don't know how you go through all that work just to get those copyright strikes. Like, oh my god,
I
dude.
don't get strikes though. Like
Or not
even
strikes, but like they pull it down and shit.
yeah, honestly, TikTok isn't that bad. I think I've had maybe a handful that actually got taken down. But it's not very often. Honestly, I think it happens more on Instagram than it does on TikTok. So even that, even the big stuff, man. Like, like I don't get paid off of TikTok. Like, Canada's one country that isn't a part of the TikTok creator fund, so I don't get paid for my
No
fucking
way.
views or anything. Yeah, so I rely on merch and stuff like that, which is really cool. It's like I've kind of figured out a better way to like instead of like just asking people or like dropping it in the comments, like, hey, go get my fucking merch if you want to support type deal. Like people just see my hats and my shirts and like, where'd you get that? You see the comments on some of these bigger videos that blow up, and it's like, yeah, check out my link tree there and there. And it's like the sales just kind of roll in with it. So it's really cool, and people just love the BLEGH stuff. It's just insane.
Absolutely. Dude, absolutely.
I get trolled a lot for it too. They're like, some people are just like, man, when are you gonna grow up and get over the BLEGH? I'm like, bro, that's like my brand
Never.
now.
Yeah, never.
Yeah. Yeah, we all said that about Sam Carter, but he came back and did the BLEGs, so
He did.
yeah, that was fucking awesome. I mean, it wasn't the best BLEGh in the world, but
No.
it was still pretty cool to hear that, and still groundbreaking for the metalcore scene. I think I watched Johnny and Nate's interview with Sam Carter as well, and he was kind of talking about like the BLEGH, and like he just got so annoyed one day after releasing what was it, the album right after Holy Hell when they came back, and he was just so pissed off because everybody wanted the BLEGH and stuff like that. So like he literally took the BLEGH away from the fans for like a couple years, and then yeah,
That's dirty.
yeah, it's kind of funny as well just to hear him say that. He's like, man, he's like, I made all this music, you know, it's very lyrically deep, blah blah blah, which it is. It's really, I love his lyrics. But he's like, man, everyone just didn't care about that and just wanted the BLEGH. He's like, I became known for the BLEGH, and then he's like, I fucking hated it. So it's kind of cool that he brought it back like that.
I'm just happy Chris Motionless doesn't take it away from us.
Oh my god, could you imagine if he did that?
Oh,
Like,
I'd hate that. I'd hate that so much.
oh, it's so cool that you're Emotionless and White fan. I was kind of scrolling through your videos to see what, well, I guess like more of the same bands that we really react to, because there's some stuff on there which I've never really heard of before, which is really cool to see as well. But yeah, Chris is just a cool guy. I've had a couple conversations with him, and I would love to get him on like some sort of setting like this just to chat and pick
Oh,
his brain
dude,
about
you
stuff. But
absolutely should.
I know it's coming. I think he's down for it. I just need to like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I get he's busy. He's always on tour and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But it would really be fun to like just hang out with him and just shoot the shit. So I think we're seeing him on the 19th of November. So yeah, he like VIP'd me and my girlfriend just to go to the show and stuff like that. He's like, man,
Oh,
he's
that's
like, I
fucking
appreciate you
great.
so much for all these videos. You put a lot of work into this. Like, he's like, let me know. Like, I got you. I'm hooking you up. I'm like, fuck, that's fucking sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get him a black hat. He says he wants a black hat too, so I gotta make sure I bring one of those for him and get.
Fuck yeah, you do, man,
Yeah,
because he'll wear that shit. It'll be all over his social media.
I want. That's what I want. I mean, it'd be great, but I'm like, I just want a picture with him with the hat on, and I've never seen him really wear a hat, so I don't know if he would actually like wear it all the time. So yeah, it'd be pretty fucking cool. That's for sure. I think that's
Would
like one
be.
of like my bigger moments, I guess, of like just how cool this YouTube thing has like, I don't know, I guess been for me. It's like, it's really neat that I get to have these conversations with some of these bigger artists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have you had anything like that yet, or like talk to anybody cool or big, or like just your childhood, like, hey, I listened to you for like years and now I get to like say what's up, or like at least like slide into their DMs and speak or something?
No.
No. All right, this
Okay, so
conversation didn't work.
to be real, so like we did our first interview on our channel, and it was the lead singer of Angeles Apatrida, which is a thrash metal band uh from South America. And it was a shit show, dude.
Oh.
I stumbled all over the name of the band because it was like I could say it now because it's
Yeah.
just stuck in my head, and I've listened to them a lot. But yeah, man, I butchered the name of the band every single time I said it
Oh,
in
the
the
throw.
interview, and I felt like shit. And then afterwards, I told Guillermo, I was like, "Man, I'm so sorry about that." He's like, "No, no, it's that's what we get for making such a hard name." So he played it off really cool.
That's sick. Man,
But
I'm
no,
terrible for that. I butcher names all the time. You can ask my community. It's fucking
but
hilarious.
majority of our community are German, so we get all these Rammstein songs. I don't speak German, so I'm
Mhm.
like, mein Teil, mein Teil. What are we
Yeah, I'm
you
the same
know? But
way.
it's a learning experience, you know?
For sure, honestly, and to make content out of it, I think is another part of it. Like me, I go with it, and I sometimes I freak out. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, who even uses this word in a sentence? So, like, I don't understand. Like even some of these song names, I'm like, I am so illiterate. Like I don't use big words. I'm like, who the fuck uses this? I
No,
don't understand.
no, I don't use big words either. We're looking to get back into the interview game. We've got a couple people in mind.
That's
Uh,
cool. Honestly,
honestly, like, go ahead, go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I interrupted
Uh,
though.
one of the biggest one of our biggest draws to the channel, and one of my favorite things we've discovered is Infinite Annihilator.
Yeah.
And Dickie Allen has been so fucking awesome. I've talked to him several times, but even he stopped in and played Fortnite with us on Twitch one night.
Yeah, he's
Him
really
and his
cool with
lady.
that stuff.
He really is. So I think Dickie's the first guy we're gonna ask to interview. Start with a familiar person, you
Yes.
know.
No, that's cool. Austin's or Alan is really good, man. Like I really like it. Sometimes we rate him a couple times on Twitch too, and he's got a newborn now too. So it's really cool to see
Yeah.
him like just being a dad and like in that kind of different setting that you wouldn't really see off stage. Which I think this is why Twitch and like live streaming and stuff like that, it's just very important for like artists like that. So I think it's really cool. The Ghost Inside is another one as well. The singer from that band, he streams under a different name. He only had like maybe 25 people when I walked in. I'm like, bro, I didn't know you fucking stream. He's just playing Destiny and just chilling. And he's like, oh yeah, I've seen your reactions. What's up? And it's like, oh, this is so cool to fucking like do that with these artists and that.
Yeah, I had no idea he streamed. Holy shit.
Yeah, he seems
It's
like a cool
crazy the
guy.
people you find on there.
Yeah, he had like Blink-182 on in the background. I'm like, bro, did you hear the new song? And we just started chatting. I'm like, this is so much fun. Fuck yeah, that Blink-182 song. I know you're a little bit of a Blink fan, I believe, as well. How'd you find that? I saw your reaction on that.
Fucking loved it, dude. I'm so
Yeah?
happy Tom's back. I've got no hate against Matt Skiba. Love Alkaline Trio, but to me, Blink 182 will always be Mark, Tom, and Travis.
Yeah.
So after Mark's cancer, was in remission, I told Chels, I'm like, man, I think it's gonna happen. I feel like this is what they
Oh.
needed to come back together, and we're gonna get a killer album. And then they dropped that trailer, they're coming, which was genius
That
fucking
was
marketing.
hilarious. I'm like, Blink is back. Like, just this
Yes,
marketing
dude.
trailer.
Like dick jokes and all. Like this could be the new enema of the state, and I'll be on cloud fucking nine, man.
Yes, man, I grew up on that shit. That like I grew up with the started getting into the I guess the metalcore scene with like the more heavier punk rock stuff. I mean, I don't really consider Blink in that era, but like just the heavy guitar notes, like even coming off of like Boxcar Racer was just a lot of fun and the
Oh,
hype.
yes.
Yeah,
Dude,
Boxcar
a
was my fucking
boxcar racer
shit.
fan.
Yeah, oh
Fuck
yeah,
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 dude.
yeah. Honestly, there's I think it was like last weekend. We just had like a maybe a half hour drive. I'm like, we're putting this on, we're listening to this.
Oh,
Like,
dude, I fucking love that album. I always wanted another Boxcar album. Of
oh, I
all the side
know.
projects those guys had, I always wanted another Boxcar album,
I would
because
like
it
to
was
see
just so good.
some sort of like small tour or something like that. I thought they were gonna do something like that for their 10th was it the 10-year album release or whatever anniversary. That would have been really cool. But yeah, that was the shit. 100%. Yeah, that
But you're not wrong with that though, because Blink 182 was how I got into the side projects like Boxcar Racer, and then you also had the Transplants, and that was
yeah.
much more on like the hardcore scene.
Yeah, it really was actually. I didn't listen much to the Transplants, but yeah, Travis drummed in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think with Travis's route, I went more of like he was doing some cool collabs with like some artists. So like with Busta Rhyme, was it Yellow Wolf, I think was another one.
Yep.
There was a few, and I'm like, this is really fucking cool. Like just to hear the drums and that. He did like a Soldier Boy drum cover or something like that back in the day. I think I was in high school with it. I'm like, man, this is just so cool to fucking hear the drums to this stuff. And I think that just kind of trickled on to like everything else that he's done, which is why I had to listen to the first MGK album with Travis Barker because it led me to that. So I don't know if you checked that out or not, or what's your opinion about that?
I haven't, and here's the funny thing is I used to be a big fan of rap,
Okay.
and I enjoyed Machine Gun Kelly's first rap album. I really liked that. Of course, it drew me in because of the song Wild Boys, which is about Steve-O, and I'm a big Jackass fan, so I was like, "All right, I'm down with this. It's goofy, it's fun, it's just like party rap music."
Yeah.
And I haven't checked out any of his pop punk stuff, honestly.
Not
Like
at all? Wow, I'm surprised.
his
Even with
comments
Travis.
rub me the wrong way, dude.
I can
Like
see
the
that.
whole I made pop punk, you know,
Great again.
and
Sorry,
yeah.
Trump
No,
reference.
no. No, you're not wrong. He kinda did that though,
Yeah.
and it's just like, I don't think so, man, because there are all these other bands out here that are still killing it,
That are
and
still grinding from fucking
yeah,
2000. Like, what the
yeah.
fuck?
You're like, dude, one of my favorites, is still out there, Story of the Year. Like, they're still out there killing it and grinding it, and you can't say that you are the only one doing this shit.
Yeah.
It discredits a lot of great bands out there.
There was he goes by, his name's Jesse Lee. He's like kind of, he's bigger on TikTok. He has a microphone. He kind of does like, he shows like what's coming up and stuff. Does some cool content on there. But he went to a festival and asked some girl, he's got the microphone in her face and says like, did MGK, save pop punk? And then this girl, like, she was young, like didn't even know who the fuck Blink-182 was or anything. And she's like, MGK made punk pop or whatever like that. I just lost it. I'm like, what the
No.
fuck, man? Who is this? But great clickbait just for the views. I'm like, this is amazing. I mean, I would love to post
Oh.
something like that. Even Jesse's probably in the back of his mind, like, did you seriously just say that?
Yeah, but you just got me a lot of clicks and views with that, so
Yeah.
thanks.
He's a really solid dude. I know you. I don't know if you know him that well or anything, but he got to go to the We Were Young festival and
Oh,
got to do like the hot topic interview things and stuff like that. So it's really cool to
oh,
see
that's
that as a
fucking cool.
content creator, kind of going out to these things and doing that. So hell yeah.
The
Um,
road is long, but, we'll get there sometime.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I did actually like put together a little bit of a list while I was waiting for you on here. I actually
Oh,
had
okay.
a couple. So I did have questions and stuff. I know I wanted to keep this a little bit more organic and just go with the flow kind of thing, which has been awesome with this. Like I said before, like when you're asking me, like, what are we talking about today? I'm like, your mom. Make sure she's here. I'm like, let's set the tone. Like, this is gonna be just a fun fucking thing to do. And I'm trying to think of myself as well. I'm like, what exactly is a podcast? And I'm like, I really don't know. And it just literally when I Google it, it's like it's just a digital thing that people can subscribe to listen to people. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Mhm.
So, but like, I mean, I guess there's supposed to be some sort of theme to this, but like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. Like, I really want to like connect with different content creators and get to see like their story, their struggles and stuff like that, and make some sort of like series out of it. So, like, I had a couple ideas of like what I wanted to do with it or call it, but I kind of wanted to know a little bit more about you as well. Like, I know we have a little bit of a reactor Discord with a bunch of us in there, and it's been a lot of fun just kind of chilling and seeing how everybody is in there and helping each other, which I think is really cool. But
Mhm.
I know we say a couple things about what's going on in life and stuff like that. Like Tank is
Yeah.
always like that. He's like, yeah, I gotta do this, and a lot of you guys are talking about kids and stuff in there too, and I feel a little left out. So I'm like, my first question is, man, like I know you got a couple kids yourself with Chels, which I'm very like upset that she's not here today. I guess she's just a little bit more of the quiet one and maybe doesn't do stuff like this, but I think you guys are like a dynamic metal couple that are like just awesome with the content that you guys create. And we don't see a lot of that out here right now, at least not at the level of subscribers that you guys are at. So like with your kids and stuff, like how the fuck do you manage this, dude? Like you're full
Oh,
time with this, right? Like,
yeah, full time, full
okay.
time. Man, it can be a challenge if I'm to be real because first of all, Chels loves doing this. The reason why she's not here, she gets camera shy and when she's put on the spot, she just kind of clams up.
Yeah.
So when you reached out to me, she's like, "This is all you. I'm good."
Okay, so she, it wasn't like because I asked, I'm like, "Yo, you down to like do like
No.
an interview thing?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck, I didn't even ask." Charles, I felt so bad.
No,
Hi, Charles.
no, it totally wasn't that. No, she
Mm,
took no offense, but
okay.
when it comes to the social stuff, I'm more of the social butterfly,
Yeah.
uh, until she's really comfortable. But man, doing it with kids, it can be a challenge. Honestly, it's gotten easier. We've got an 8-year-old, so she's back in school. The
Okay.
3-year-old is home with us, or shit, 3. She just turned 4. She stays home with us. So it's definitely interesting being home with a kid 24/7. Like we don't get breaks. So it's this and parenting 24/7. It's just like content creating and parenting, and we find that perfect mix where we'll be like, "Okay, we're going to record. You're going to sit down and watch a movie, and we'll take like a hour and a half, 2 hour segment, sit down, record like 4 or 5 reactions, whatever we can get in, and then we go back to, the parenting side of things." So it's got its challenges
For sure. Yeah. I
for
can't
sure.
imagine like me and my girlfriend are trying like we're trying for kids right now and stuff and trying to get life set up in that way as well. So it kind of scares the shit out of me when I'm thinking about it and like seeing you guys do. I'm like, fuck, I'm like, these guys are really good at it. Like even Tank's doing this over here. Johnny's doing this over here. I don't know who
They're
else really
killing
has
it,
kids in
man.
our Discord there, but it's like, bro, I'm like the amount that I grind, I don't take time to myself. I don't game or anything. My editing is just I fucking hate my editing now because it takes up so much time. It looks great, but it's like,
Oh, it does.
man, when I have kids, that's the first thing that's probably gonna have to go. I'm like, I'll just stick it together. It might just be the square in the corner kind of thing, and like upload. Okay, I gotta go be a parent now. Like, I think that's my biggest fear of having kids.
You'll find a balance.
For
You'll
sure.
find a balance.
Y-
I Yeah. There are some days it's just like, I don't wanna do any of the content creating
Yeah.
because you already know we've got grocery shopping and then parenting. Dude, this last week is ridiculous. We had a concert at school, Halloween. Parenting isn't easy. Being a content creator is not easy at
No.
all.
I think that's what people misunderstand as well. Like they think it's just put your face on a camera and upload, but the back end work that goes into it, the editing, the SEO searches, the thumbnail making, like it's just like keeping up with the latest trends is I think is just the most exhausting fucking part.
You're
But
not wrong.
yeah, it's nuts.
Uh, when you go to sit down and record and you've got like this list of songs already planned out, but then you see like, oh fuck, Of Sulfur just dropped a new song.
Oh,
Uh,
it was a cool song too. I did a reaction
oh
to
yeah, it
that.
was. Yeah, we did too. It'll be out this week, dude. That was such a good video.
Yeah.
Um, that also brings up some subject material right there.
Okay.
Cleans and deathcore.
Oh yeah, he has some different cleans. I honestly thought it was refreshing, especially with the
I did
keys,
too.
the piano and stuff that was in behind there. It felt very deathcore in that sense, but I wasn't expecting cleans from Ricky at all.
And they're beautiful cleans.
Yeah, they're really cool. I mean, like I'm very
Yeah.
picky too when it comes to like certain styles of screaming or even cleans as well. Like if they're too nasally if it doesn't contrast properly, I'm the first to say I'm like, I don't know yet. I don't know. So I'll let it go. But his was just like, oh shit, this is refreshing.
Yeah, I like the way that he had, like, a couple lines with the cleans, and then the cleans were only used with layered, on the chorus the rest of the song. I just thought it was really well done.
Yeah,
Uh, I feel like deathcore can get stale, and a lot of the bands can kinda start blending together and sounding the same. So, as a deathcore artist, you gotta think to yourself, "What can I do that's gonna be new and catch people off guard?"
for
So
sure. And I think that kind of ties into like I hope we don't get hate for this. I don't hate Lorna Shore at all. I love what they're putting out, but like I think there's just since they've came out, and with Will and maybe a little bit of their new sound a little bit, like I think there's a lot of bands that are like copy paste of them as well that could kind of make other people say like, well, like a lot of stuff sounds like Lorna Shore. So it's like I understand what you mean by like stale, but like Lorna Shore is probably like one of the bands that kind of got me a little bit more into the melodic death metal like that. So
yeah.
I'm like, this is really cool. So like, I mean, I'm not one for like picks, like kind of thing. So like the synth work and stuff is just phenomenal in there. And honestly, I'm not a solo guy either, but hearing Lorna Shore's solos, for some reason, just do something to me. I'm like, this is fucking cool for a solo.
There's something about Adam's playing.
Yeah, I don't know what it
Like,
is. Maybe it's the mix. It just sounds nice. Like it just I
it
don't know,
does.
man. It's just something about it that like the pinches just make me feel really good. Like, yeah, it's weird. I mean, like I love Will's voice, and I think what's his name, Austin, the drummer. I forget what his name
Yeah,
is.
Austin.
And he an amazing drummer. They're fantastic musicians and stuff like that. But I know what you mean by like things can kind of sound a little stale or like sound the
Mhm.
same a little bit. I think I said that the second or third song from Lorna Shore, I'm like, this sounds like the other song. Their breakdowns are a little bit similar and similar. But when I listen to the whole album, I'm like, oh fuck, this is sick. Like they did a really good
I
job on that
know.
album.
Yeah, yeah. But like, so the clean thing, I remember people really throwing a fit when Alex Terrible did that with Costello. Made it more like a new metal slash deathcore album.
Yeah.
And me personally, I dug it. I thought like,
Bruh.
dude, these guys stepped out of the fucking box and they're just killing it.
Yeah, I didn't listen to any of the older Lorna Shore before doing that. Maybe one song off of their first EP at that time. But when I started doing those new songs that they had, I'm like, man, this is phenomenal. Agony was just a wicked song, and that kind of got me into the Slaughter to Prevail era. And then the solos, the breakdowns, just how mean and chunky it is. And then, yeah, hearing that album, I thought it was phenomenal. I actually listened to it quite a bit right after that because I like Alex's little cleans that he has. It's not even
Mhm.
like you said, a new metal kind of vibe to it. It's just kind of like that higher screaming yell kind of thing, but in a weird Alex Terrible way, and I fucking love
Yeah.
it. And he has another side band too. Is it? It's not Scumfuck, is it, or is that Allen's?
That's Dickie's band.
Yeah.
That's Dickie's.
There's another one. It's
Russian Hate Project?
no. It's like. Oh my god, I've done a couple reactions to it. I'll send it over to you if you don't know what it is, because I think you'll like it. It's
Is
kind of
that the is that the one where he's got the skull, like, face paint,
I think so. Yeah, it's like
and he's got some cleans in there, and he's got hair?
yeah, he doesn't have a mask on or I'm like, this is fucking and it sounds so good. I'm like, it's kind of like a thrashy, like punk rock metal vibe, and it was really cool. So I want to check out more of that. Dumpster fuck or something. I think it was like just something weird. I can't remember what the fuck it was. I can't fucking remember. I'm gonna hurt myself thinking about it. But
Dumpster fuck is
I,
gonna stay
I
stuck in
don't
my
know.
head.
I thought it was something weird like that. I cannot remember what it was.
That sounds like a grindcore band name.
Yeah, dumpster fuck, infant annihilator. Jeez. Yeah, no, it's fun. The deathcore era is really cool as well, man. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. I
Yeah.
guess we're going all over the place. I kind of had something, I
My
guess,
bad
like
on that, dude. I
in
like
order to flow a little bit more. But man, when we get off topics, like, oh, let's ride with it. Let's ride with it. But yeah, I mean, like, what I wanted to kind of get a little bit more on you as well. But like, what did you do before reactions? Like, what was your story behind this?
Oh, man. This is a fun story.
Oh, sweet.
Not really.
Oh,
I actually worked front desk at a resort in a tourist town.
okay.
Uh, we live in a tourist town. We're looking to move. It's this place isn't our kind of place. We were
Mm,
both brought here by family, and we're ready to be out of here.
all right.
Anyway, so I worked front desk at a resort. Um, the management sucked. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
I ended up losing my job. Well, at that time when I lost my job, uh, we had something happen with the sitter, and childcare is hard as hell. And not long after that, the pandemic happened. So it's like I was a stay-at-home dad. Uh, we had a newborn baby, and we were bored as hell with the pandemic because everyone was on lockdown,
Yeah.
you know? And so we then I honestly, I spent a lot of time on YouTube. YouTube was my big thing during the pandemic. And then I stumbled across Nick Nocturnal. and Metal Burb with Metal Babe.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, okay. And then I stumbled across Orion.
Oh.
And I was like, what do you think about doing something on YouTube? And I said this to Chels, and she goes, what do you mean? And what would we do? I said, reaction videos. And she said, what's a reaction video? So I showed her one of Nick's reaction videos, and I said, we would just do this to music. And she's like, well, what kind of music? And I said, any music, anything people want us to check out. That way we have something to keep ourselves sane.
Mhm.
Uh, we went out, we bought a camera, we bought a laptop, and a cheap little mic. And we started, our first video was Spirit Box Holy Roller.
Oh, nice. That was a good one to start
Oh
with.
God, I hate watching that video, dude.
Oh,
You ever
no.
go back and watch, like, your old stuff? Because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, when we started out, man, we just put up a a silver satin sheet over our back window so people didn't have to look at our backyard, and, it's wrinkly as fuck, so for the longest time, that's what we were using sitting on our couch, and it would take me hours upon hours to edit one video, and we were like, "This is only gonna be a once a week thing." It's just we didn't expect anything of it either.
Yeah.
It was honestly a way for us to just do something together and do something different, and then you just kinda start a snowball down a big snowy hill, and it just picks up momentum and gets bigger and bigger, and then it was unreal. Hey, pup. Uh, then all of a sudden, we've got over our first video that popped was when people are like, "You guys need to check out," and I'm gonna say it, Eskimo Callboy,
Right.
Hypa Hypa, and we were like, "Okay, we'll check this out." That was the video that made our channel just pop,
That's sick.
and all those German fans, and then we started they're like, "Oh, you need to check out Rammstein." We're like, "Well, I know Du Hast."
Yeah.
And,
I
so we started into that, and dude, it's crazy. It's weird to even talk about it now and to reflect on it because life moves so fast, and I don't know about you, but as a content creator, you're constantly fucking busy.
yeah.
Like it never you're never not doing something. 24/7 you're either looking at socials, editing something, shooting something, answering emails. Uh, it's there's a lot that we do.
It is.
So, but yeah, that's kind of my story. It started out like that. I was working front desk. Nothing special.
No, that's cool. No, that's neat,
Mhm.
man. I totally respect that. And I think that's where it comes down to as well. Like, we don't quit these like shitty jobs. I mean, it might be shitty to you or something if working at a front desk or whatever. But like it's the boss and the management that really push people away from these jobs and stuff like that. I honestly
It is.
believe that. And I've been through that shit before as well. I used to be big into car detailing and stuff like that, polishing cars, cleaning them out at body shops and stuff like that. And the management was just horrible. You know, they expect you to stay late. They say, get this done, this done, this done. But here's another fucking 10 cars you got to get done by the end of the day. Then you're having a fit. And then from there, like for me, I was very young when got into business for myself. So I've always had this entrepreneur life. But like, yeah, I got into my own business. I started doing, I had my own print business before I started doing my other window tinting business because it kind of evolved into there. So like, I was a big graphic design guy, made banners, signs, stickers, car wraps, everything you name it. And I was doing everything myself, dropped 50 grand into all my equipment and stuff like that. Ran it out of my ex's parents' place because they had the room. And yeah, from there, I got into window tinting just to make a couple extra bucks because I started doing that a little bit with window tinting, and I actually kind of learned a little bit about window tinting at the job doing like flat glass window tint, and then I moved into automotive, and like then I started realizing I could make some good money quick time. So then from there, I just kind of took off and sold my equipment, was running a tint business. And from there, it was just very exhausting. And the one place I was tinting at, I've just made me quit. And like full-time YouTube, even though I was doing all this on the side. It was just a lot. When I say I'm go, 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 and like you're busy and stuff, like that was me. That was fucking me for sure. But when I started
Yeah.
this, like I didn't think I'd be in this. I honestly did a little bit of this, not reactions, but I was in the Twitch world with my ex-wife at the time. And I didn't think I'd ever pick up a camera again, but I did a vlog doing like skydiving. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be a fucking vlogger. I went out and bought like a brand new fucking wide angle lens and everything. Had a great time. The video, that was my first video up on YouTube. I had a blast with it. I watched a lot of Casey Neistat videos, the vlogging life, which is fucking so cool. But yeah, and then from there I just started doing reactions. I actually saw Wyatt Stav, Nick Nocturnal was another one, and Alex Hefner I was kind of seeing pop up here and there when I first
Mhm.
got into it. So I'm like, this is kind of cool. Wyatt would seem pretty cool too, and I learned to use from Canada, and then I saw Metal Burb as well, Canada, Nick Nocturnal Canada, and it was just insane. So yeah, I just started doing more and more. I had a little bit of alone time because I still had my house at the time, just editing like till fucking 4 in the morning, sleep till like
Mhm.
noon, go tend a couple jobs, come back home, and I was right into it. That's nuts. I still can't believe. So it's cool that I like seeing your reaction about how you're saying your story and you're reflecting on it. Like I can see in your eyes, you're like, holy fuck. Like, yeah, like we
Yeah, man.
grinded through this.
Yeah, yeah, it's really weird when I think back on that, because you don't really do that. You don't take time to really sit back and look at what you started at, because that was a couple years ago. It is unreal to sit there and be like, this is what we do. This is what we do.
Yeah.
And I don't even really look at us as music reactors. Like people ask us what we do for a living, and the best way to really describe what we do is we call ourselves music promoters.
Essentially,
Because
yeah.
yeah, yeah, because we pick these songs to put up on YouTube, and these are songs that we reflect with, that we enjoy, that other people want us to check out, like Orbit Culture. You've got Lorna Shore, all these bands that are seeing a massive rise, and I think a lot of that is because of the amount of reaction videos. Like it's just crazy. And
Yeah.
then you got it's cool to see people like Ronnie Radke that,
That
give
part's
us show us
cool.
love, and it's cool when they message you, and we've got messages from bands like, "Hey man, we really appreciate you guys doing that." Like, "Oh, the pleasure was honestly all ours because we just got to sit here and listen to your fucking song and joke around and have a damn good time." So it's honestly it's an honor that we get to do this,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, and I wish I mean there's some bands out there I feel like that aren't even as appreciative of it. Like I feel like there's still a lot of bands out there that haven't really realized the power in reaction channels or like the promotion we really provide. I mean, like I can speak very strongly about even my TikTok channel thing, whatever it's called. The views and the amount of fucking plays that I get bands on there is just insane. Like I have quite a few videos that are over like 300,000 views, and it's like I get some messages back from them, those bands, and they're like, dude, and they'll show me their analytics, and they're like, man, you have like in the last week we've gotten X amount of views, like another 1,000 plays of on top of our like our 5 or 50 that we were getting a week. So
Mhm.
they're very grateful in that sense. But then there's other bands that I feel that are out there. I kind of hate saying this because I know we're on camera and stuff talking about it, but I think it's just reality.
It
That
is.
a lot of these bands too, just they might see a reaction that you do for them or something like that, and then they just expect you to keep doing it and doing it, doing it, and they spam you with these messages. And I wanted to make a video about this one time too, because there are bands out there that like I get messages from or emails, and they literally just say like, hey, check out my band, and then just drop a link. And sometimes that just bothers the fuck out of me. It's like, okay, I'm like, I'm a business guy. I think if you're in a band, you should be as well to a degree. But like just have a little bit of like effort into it. It's like, I mean, I get some of them as well. Like, hey, I love your reaction channel and stuff like that. It'd be an honor if you check out our band. Like, I appreciate those ones kind of like a lot more. But like some people are just like, I'm like, who are you for one? And like two, like, I don't know. They just expect you to do it kind of thing. I don't know if it's just like a spammy thing or just they're just trying to get their name out, which I respect the hustle from it, but
Mhm. The emails can be daunting at times because we get a lot of emails, and
mhm,
that's part of the job is going through emails and kinda, we've I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be honest, we've been burned before. We've been told, "Oh, you haven't heard anything like this," and
mm.
it was generic as fuck, to say the least, and we didn't put it out because I was like, "No, man, this isn't." And we get that email. That's the email that bothers me all the time. The
Okay.
one that, "You have not heard anything like this. You have not heard anyone like us. You're gonna love this." And then it's like, "Okay, well, let's go check out what you've got." So I'll go to Spotify and check out a different song that they didn't send me
Yeah.
and be like, "No, man, that's that's not true. I've heard this done before and better." And but no, we've got a lot of those, like, "Hey, check this out." Just like that with a link, and it's like, "What? What do you think like,
Yeah,
what?"
did you even do you even watch my channel? I'm sorry for
I
saying it like that, but it's just like
no,
I get rap
that
ones sometimes. I was like, bro, when did you see a rap reaction on my thing?
exactly, and that actually to go back when I said earlier, when we said we were gonna do any music people sent our direction, it turned into a metal reaction channel because the
Yeah,
metal community is what embraced us.
that's cool.
It's where we fit the most, and we've just stuck with it. There was a point in time where we were doing all songs on stream, but it was just like, no, man, the metal is where it's at, and since we're keeping it mostly metal, things have been great.
I like
But
what you do
we
with your
get some
channel.
weird shit.
Yeah.
We actually got someone hand farting "Hypa Hypa" and wanting us to do a reaction to that.
What?
It wasn't even on video, it was just the audio of them doing the the "Hypa Hypa," and I couldn't believe that
I want to
shit. I
react
was
to
like,
that now.
I'll have to go see if I could find that email. I might have favorited that one just so I could listen to it again.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's got those nice fart tones in it.
but we get weird emails, man. We got one the other day that said, "Hey, I'm a music producer. I wanna do music with you. Check out some of my beats. Tell me what you wanna do." And I'm like,
Oh
"Hey, I'm
yeah.
not making music. You're not watching what we do."
Yeah, I've had that as well. I think I probably got the same email.
Probably, man. I feel like a lot of us are on those just lists that just, you know,
Yeah, it's
mass email lists.
I swear they just kind of like type it in YouTube of like reaction channels, and then these are the ones that pop up. They go to the about me, hit that fucking because I have two different emails. I don't know how some get the other one. I This still blows my mind of how they get that, but they copy and paste the same email to both of my emails. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, see ya. Fuck. Oh man, I don't know. It's just for some reason it just bothers me sometimes. Honestly, it's so hard for me to get to emails, and right now I'm actually kind of like getting a little bit of help from our community, which is going to be very helpful to help go through those emails and like kind
Mhm.
of like screen those bands for me. Because like you said, like you agree to something, you don't know what you're gonna get in that case. But I think this is definitely gonna help me because even before, like, I'll take a glimpse, like a 30-second listen of like what they sound like, just to make sure the quality is there. Something that I can actually make a little bit more content on, like it's something that I'm into and something that I really want
Right.
to promote and help your band do that. Like that's the other thing as a reactor, I think it's our duty to a degree for some bands. Like we're going to be promoting this bands. Like you said, we're promoters in that sense. So to push that out for that band, we have to make sure these things are good. Not this something that, I've never heard before. And it turns out
Well,
not what I
yeah.
thought. But yeah,
No, not at all.
it's gonna help a lot for that reason. But yeah, it's I'm excited for what the future is gonna be for YouTube. Honestly, there's a lot of different things that are coming. I don't know if you noticed, but like Shorts is being monetized now on YouTube,
Yeah.
which I thought is really cool. I think it's definitely going to hurt TikTok a lot. So lately, I've been pushing a lot more stuff on Shorts. But also, I saw that they're going to be putting out like a YouTube tab. Or sorry, a podcast tab, like Shorts. Like you have Shorts up there, and then it's going to be like podcast. So
Ooh.
YouTube is literally going to be a fucking like the everything app, man. Like you have your community posts as like Facebook post kind of deal. Like you want to post something like that, share something, you can definitely do it on there. YouTube is just YouTube. This is where you go for all that anyway. It's basically a search engine, so it's doing better than TikTok right there when it's owned by Google. You Google that shit, that video is going to pop up. Like the podcasting, I think, is going to make changes, I believe. So yeah, another reason why I want to get into this, but like I just like talking to people that are in the same like world as me. So another reason why I wanted to do this and like just see where it goes and just put some different content out.
Yeah. Dude, YouTube seems like it's just going for Twitch, TikTok,
Yeah.
and Spotify. It's like, let's take it all and we're just gonna keep it
Yeah,
real.
because they have
That's
YouTube
I mean,
Music. They have
yeah.
live streaming and stuff as well. So yeah, you're the everything app, man. Like it's you can
You're not wrong, man.
you can
Yeah.
rent movies and buy movies and shit on YouTube as well. Like it could take Netflix out. I mean, I'm paying $10 a month for my premium pack on YouTube. Fuck the $18 I'm paying for Netflix. Like fuck.
I feel the same fucking way, man. I feel like the $10 I put into my YouTube Premium is worth more than all these other subscriptions like
Yeah.
Netflix and that shit. I can't believe the pricing on that stuff. And now Twitter's about to get money hikes and shit.
Dude, I heard Elon is like firing a bunch of fucking people on there, and then there's talks of that he's bringing like XRP for like payments and stuff through Twitch, like
Yeah,
cryptocurrency.
it's I don't know, man. It's weird. It's also he's doing this thing where you can get the little blue authorized check mark, just pay for it.
Oh,
And that
really?
kind of yeah, that discredits everyone that's busted their ass to earn that. And he's
Yeah.
giving the people that have that 90 days to pay it. It's like a $8 a month fee, I think is what he's going to charge for it.
Whoa, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not good in my opinion. I
That's
mean,
like a
like
platform killer.
yeah, that's especially coming from Elon and like he's seen the amount of people that have been canceled and stuff off Twitter. I heard he was like
Yeah.
giving Trump his Twitter account back and everything too.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, oh fuck, like there's a lot of shit going on with this. So
That's the last thing we fucking need is that guy with a Twitter again. Jesus.
I mean, his tweets are pretty comical. At least over here in Canada, it is.
Oh, they make me shake my fucking head and want to hide, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
God.
I mean, I don't really support all that stuff. I just think it's fucking
Uh,
stupid. But like, I obviously have it stuck in the back of my mind of like, oh fuck, now what's happening in this world? I think
and
that's
I'll be real, like before anyone thinks anything, I think all politics are fucked.
exactly.
Politics are nothing but a shady deal, man. And all of us sit back and get all of whatever they do. And there's
Yeah,
nothing we can fucking do about it.
I totally agree. Ah, man, that's
So
crazy.
it's all a scam.
So with you doing YouTube and stuff like that, what are your like biggest struggles with it you find? Like I know for a lot of people, some people have to take breaks and stuff like that just because of how crazy it is. But like what do you think your most like biggest struggle is with it, or like something that like almost made you just quit and say, fuck this is done? And how'd you get
Ooh,
through it?
that's
Yeah.
a good question.
Yeah, I have a couple
Uh,
questions. I'm curious for
damn.
myself as well because like I've been in that position, so I'm like, I kind of want to hear what other people go through and how they kind of deal with it. Maybe it'll help somebody watching this today. I don't know.
Yeah. So over the pandemic, I was also diagnosed with depression. So the struggle was always there. It
Yeah.
was very daunting, especially with the amount of editing. Like I said, it would take hours because it was new to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I'm having to learn these completely new programs, and I hadn't edited a video since 2007.
The communications class in high school.
Well, I was out of high school by then. That was in
Okay.
my wannabe jackass days. Is
Wait,
what
what
that
year
was
was that?
according to a friend.
2008?
2007.
7? I was in high school.
2007.
Huh? Are you older than me? A little bit?
Yeah, I graduated. Oh, dude, I just turned 37.
Oh, you're only a couple years older. I'm 33. It's
Oh,
cool to see
see,
like us like older people on YouTube doing this shit, especially like where we joined. I think it's so fucking cool because I get comments all the time. People think I'm like 25 to 27. I'm like, bro, thank you.
Yeah, I know, right? It's so sweet.
Sorry, go
But
ahead.
yeah, I was diagnosed with depression, and that was a big struggle. And we've encountered just personal conflicts. We've had some changes in our life, and it was both challenging for Chels and me to continue to do this for a little bit of time because whether people want to believe this or not, there's not much financial gain from doing YouTube.
Not in
We
this
were
world, at least. The
no,
music
no.
reactions.
And so we were in a place where we loved doing what we were doing, but personal things behind the scenes, it just we weren't sure if we were going to do it much longer.
Mhm.
But we always found ourselves being like, you know what? We're just going to take a week break from YouTube and we'll be all right. But damn, do those week breaks kick your ass because the analytics just fucking drop, everything just plummets, and you have to gain all that back. We
Yeah.
took a week off a couple months ago, and because it's common to find yourself in burnout stage unless you really structure your schedule with this.
Mm.
And we figured it out. Once school started this last like 2 months ago, we had a schedule down and we're just cruising right. Everything is just smooth and good. But last year, man, there were a couple times where like we just didn't know how we were gonna do it or how long we were gonna be able to do it for because last year we were getting blocks. And there's
Yeah.
nothing worse than sitting down, recording several reaction videos, doing all this work to edit, and then you upload it and you get slapped with like 4 blocks in a row.
Yeah, you
And
can't
it's
even
just like,
post it.
yeah, it's like, so why the fuck are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
And but that's the only time I've ever thought about quitting it. Um I love doing it. Now it's more so if we need a break, we take like a day. We'll
Yeah.
take like a day here and there, and we give ourselves some time.
That's good.
So
It's hard to do, man. It's hard to do, and especially for someone like yourself that went through the depression and that. And I don't know how you did it in that aspect because like that alone just causes more on other things. What's up, Green Day
she just called me a liar
Packers?
for saying she just called me a liar for saying that we take breaks.
We don't take
I hear you. I don't either.
She rides me pretty hard because I'm always at the computer. Our computer sits in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm in my
'Cause
living room.
yeah, yeah. So our computer sits in the kitchen on the kitchen table. So I am in here so many fucking times, standing in front of the computer. Yeah. So
It's hard,
she keeps
man.
me in check. She's the one who keeps me in check and says, "Look, you're gonna hit that burnout mode again. I need you to step back and take a break."
See, that's
So
the power in having somebody like a spouse being so respectful and like just watch over your health in that aspect as well.
truth,
My
man.
girlfriend's the same way. She's very involved with our community. She basically runs our Discord. She runs all of our merch. She designs the merch and stuff like that. She takes care of all those emails. She's basically the mod in our channel. She takes all our song requests, so she'll sit on the couch while we're streaming, listen as well, run a line to her for with some headphones. And she likes to chime in and stuff like that. But like this was a different world for her. When I first started doing this, I'm like edit 3 videos a day up till 4 o'clock in the morning, like ready to burn out by fucking a week. But I kept going and
Yeah,
going. But I'm the
yeah.
same way. I'm at the computer. I'm like I'll drop her off at work and pick her up sometimes. Like sometimes I'm just at the end of my edit when I'm going to pick her up. I'm like, so we'll come home. She just kind of gets dinner started. I'll chop up some, vegetables and stuff to help her out. And then I'm back at the computer again. And then she wants to watch a show while we're eating. And then my mind of like, I need to get ahead. I need to do everything that everyone else isn't doing. So I'm like, right after we're done, yeah, like, here, I gotta go do something. I gotta go post something quick. And like, it's just the mentality there. And for you guys to be able to take a break, I praise that a lot, because I've tried to do that, and I know this is like my only source of income as well. But it's like, I feel like if I take that break, I know, for one, it's bad, but two, it's just like, it just bothers the fuck out of me. I don't know why. It's hard for me to take a break like that. Even a week. Holy shit. Let alone a
Yeah,
day.
yeah. I'm gonna be real, man. Like, I feel the same way as you do. It sounds like you're quite addicted to the editing and getting ahead and
Yeah.
getting done. That's the way I am. Like, we'll sit
Yeah.
down and we'll record a chunk, and immediately she'll say, "Okay, so you're done for the day?" And I'm like, "No, I gotta edit." "Well, how many are you gonna edit?"
Yeah.
uh,
Well, how much
well,
time?
I'm only gonna edit like one video, and I say that, and like an hour later, I'm still going and I'm moving on to the next one. And
Dude, I
but
know
she
this.
keeps me in check with it, and she's like, "Matt, you don't need to keep doing it." And one of my biggest things is we also have Patreon too, and you have a Patreon, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I that's a platform that is getting much better for us content creators
Yeah.
because I they just did the video upload thing where you can directly upload it from your computer now instead of having to use Vimeo or having to link it from YouTube all the time.
I don't have to pay for Vimeo anymore.
No, we can
What?
cancel that shit.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm canceling my fucking Vimeo today so I can upload all of our blocked videos over on Patreon and be like, "Here you go, guys. This is like Merry fucking Christmas."
Yeah. That's fucking
Because I
tight.
mean, how the fuck do you get your blocked videos on YouTube? Like your blocked YouTube videos, how do you get them up on Patreon? Well,
Yeah.
you have to pay a monthly fee to Vimeo, and it's
Even that,
yeah,
it's a fucking ripoff. I mean, what is it? $20 for the month? I can't remember what it is actually. But you only get 5 gigs worth of per
yeah,
week,
dude.
and it doesn't lap over to the next week. And I'm like, fuck! Like, I gotta like take down my quality just to get 3 videos, like 3 album reviews up there
I
just for the
know.
week. And I'm like, I am cheap. I'm like, I
Yeah,
could upgrade to the $100 one, whatever it is. But I'm like,
fuck
I don't want
that.
to do that.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. And yeah, yeah, they were nickel and diming us, but now Patreon has it to where you can just drag and drop, and that's so much better.
That's cool. Yeah, I definitely have to look into that because I want to get rid of that. Sweet.
As do I.
No, that's pretty cool.
Right.
Cool, man. Um,
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, I was trying to think of what I was gonna say, and I lost it.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, your coffee?
It's kind of funny that you guys are in the kitchen and stuff as well. Like, we have a small place here, so like we live in a 550 square foot condo. So it's like this is our living room. Back there is like our bedroom. That where my sign is the closet, and like just on the other side is like our kitchen, and right behind the coats over there is like a tiny bathroom. So it's like with 2 people, a dog and 2 cats, it's like it gets crazy. And especially for myself, like that I stay inside all fucking day doing all this stuff. So I mean, summer has been great for me, and another reason why I wanted to bring up the whole struggles and stuff like that, because like I was in that same spot. Not so much. I mean, I might have been depressed at some point. At that time, I went through. I sold my house. Right in the like after the first part of the pandemic, like after the summer passed, and I thought the markets were gonna fucking crash, this and that. So I sold my house, moved down to my girlfriend's place, which is like an hour and 15 minutes away from where I lived. So into the city too. I was a country boy out there, and then moving down here, it's like a different world for sure. So like sitting in this little tiny little shoebox of a place, and you're not working because COVID happened, and you're 2 months out, and it's like, oh fuck, what do I do? And yeah, dude, like my
Yeah.
anxiety, I remember waking up and my anxiety was just so fucking through the roof. It was unbelievable. Like I've never felt anxiety like that before. I don't know if it was just still, being so anxious of moving down here, selling the place, a new life. It was totally something different for me. So I mean, YouTube kind of like helped me just stay a little bit more focused, but like there's days that I just fucking hated life, which might have been
Mhm.
a little bit of depression. But then I really sunk myself into a lot of research on psilocybin, like psilocybin mushrooms for
Yeah, psychedelics.
yeah, psychedelics. Like I've never tripped out on them or anything, and I think this is the first time I kind of made it public out there on YouTube about myself like dibble dabbling into that stuff. But honestly, I think it fucking I know it helped me so much to the point where like I got focused again. My anxiety is like 99% gone. There's that 1% that still trickles in, but like I figured out a way in my head to like get over that. And honestly, the microdosing with that, and it was very small amounts. It was like a tenth of a gram every 3 days, like a or 100th of a gram. Sorry, yeah, not a tenth. That's a lot. But yeah, 100th I think is what it was. So like yeah, and it helped a lot. It helped me with focus, creativity went through the fucking roof, and just finding myself again, I think helped a lot and just helped me just realize everything was going to be okay. So yeah, that was my big breakthrough. But I really wanted to like, I did not care about shit, man. I mean, there's still days I don't care about shit, but yeah, it's nuts. It's just cool to hear your story about it and like kind of what you did to kind of get through that. So I have mad respect for that. I think you guys have a wicked channel. You guys don't just react to metal, which I think is hard for a lot of us reactors as well. I mean, you get your Alex Hefners and Tulip Mafia and stuff like reacting to a lot of different things, and I admire that. But it's like when we do it, you know, you get one video that just fucking flops because no one listens to that band, but like you're so into it. And it's like, well, you know, you do that for yourself, but it's just tough because, you know, then the analytics start rolling in your head of like, fuck it, did I just ruin my whole entire channel? Like, what just happened? So it's just, I have a lot of respect for that because there's still days where I'm like, I posted the Used video, that reaction for the Used. Did you check out the new song yet?
No, I didn't even know they had a new song.
Oh, no,
Chels
it's
doesn't know. If she knows, she's gonna lose her fucking
oh,
mind.
yeah, it's good. I sent it to my girlfriend. We call her Emo Queen in our community. That's like her gamer tag name or whatever you wanna call it. But yeah, she fucking loved it. I reacted to it. I'm like, "Man, this is so sick." But, like, it got, like, 600 views, and I'm like, "Oof."
Yeah.
But I'm like, "Man, it's the Used," and I had to do
Exactly,
it.
exactly, and, back to the analytics, yeah, those can get in your head. I had to kinda train myself, like, my brain to think, "Hey, it's okay. It's alright." And the comments are cool too on some of these because you get comments like, "Oh, I've never heard of these guys before. Thank you for sharing this. Hey,
Mhm.
sweet." If we're making fans out of, like, these 100 people or, even 10 people, we're doing our job.
It's still
We're
more
doing exactly
powerful
what we
than
wanted to
doing
do.
something bigger as well, I feel like that. I just feel like those people that really listen to that kind of music, they really respect that. Like even when we do small bands, it's like those people and fans that, you know, usually watch your channel like, "Oh, this is awesome. Thanks for introducing." I think that's the most enjoyment that I get out of this. Yeah, we might make a couple dollars to
Yes.
pay our bills with this, which is fucking great, and I'm very grateful for it. But like when I see my comments just flooded with "thank you for introducing," because it's hard. It's hard for us to put a new band out there for people, and like you know, we get all the subscribers and stuff. I think this is my biggest thing with YouTube lately is that we do Electric Callboy and it gets thousands of views, and then you throw out like a band that's like just as good. You know it's good. You wouldn't put it out there if it wasn't good for our viewers to watch. And then no one clicks to even check it out, kind of thing. So it's like that.
Yeah.
I get so mind boggled by that sometimes. It's just like, bro, I'm like, I have 60,000 subscribers. Why did I just get only 300 views on this video? I'm putting out an amazing band for you guys. Like, you want me to promote small bands and stuff like that. You're very thankful for it. It's like, click the video in a nice, respectful way. It's just like, you want new music. I got it for you.
Yeah. Honestly, I would love to do more support for
Yeah.
smaller bands, but as a YouTube channel, and I'm sure you know this, there are some videos you see and it's like, "Oh, yep, this one's gonna bring in the views, it's gonna bring in the subs."
Yeah.
This is gonna do great for the channel, so you fucking do it.
Yeah.
For us, Rammstein is a massive draw. We've loved everything we've listened to from them, but I mean, we don't make a dime on those.
No, no, I know.
And we go into that knowing we're not going to, but that's our way to do some of these other bands that no one knows about. So it's like, hey, we pulled in, you know, 200 off of this Rammstein video. It's time to drop a smaller band. You know, maybe it'll help. But it is so mind-boggling, though. It
Yeah.
really is. When you put a video out and like the end of the day, it's only got a few hundred views, and it's like, wow, how? How
Yeah.
does this happen?
Yeah. Everyone watching, I'm encouraging you to click on the smaller bands. Fuck.
We put them out for a reason, guys. It's like,
Yeah. It's not
you
like
know,
they pay us to put them out type deal. It's like, I mean, there's been a couple that I've done for that, but there's just some that I find from Twitch things, and it's like, bro, this is fucking. A lot of my I've been doing a little bit more of that with my shorts, to be honest. I feel like shorts and TikTok, new band, man, fucking 300,000 views, 500,000 views. I'm like, holy fuck. And like, I'll put out like
oh,
an Electric Callboy one where it's popular. And sometimes it'll only get like maybe 13,000. And it's like, the algorithm is just messed up on every freaking platform. It drives me nuts. And I don't
that's
know.
crazy.
Yeah, like, and that's what I mean. I get these messages from bands like, "Hey, thanks for checking it out. Like, you've made a big impact on it." So it's just, I feel like the short form content is definitely more for that stuff, and I'm thinking about shifting
Mhm.
my channel in a little bit more different directions on that as well. Um, but yeah, the shorts is just like, even shorts. I've had a couple things as well. I did one with like Taylor Barber, and he was just, there wasn't even a song, I don't think, and that video has like 80,000 views just on a short. And
Holy
people are like,
crap.
who is this guy? I'm like, how do you not know who Taylor Barber is? So it's kind of cool. There's actually on TikTok too, I did Motionless in White, that werewolf video. The first day it got over 500,000 views on TikTok, and like, a lot of the comments, because it's a lot of younger kids that don't know what it is, and they're like, who is this?
Mhm.
What's the song and band name? I'm like, it's Motionless in White. But I can't say it like that because like, I got into reactions and I just got introduced to the Motionless in White. So it's nuts. It's just really cool to see that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah, I guess, I mean, like, the algorithm and stuff, it sucks. YouTube is definitely hard on us for sure. I can just say, like, I'm very appreciative of everyone that watches our channels and like supports another channel as well. I think our community is pretty cool and strong in that way. I don't feel like it's like a competition kind of thing when it's like channels like yourself, Tank, Nick, this and that. I've had conversations with all these people as well, and I think they're very open to like having these conversations with us when they have the second to respond to
Mhm.
us. So I am very grateful for that. And I love the community. I don't know about yourself or anything, or if you had any other problems with it, but like, I think it's a really cool place, even for new and upcoming reactors. I think it's very important that people get out there and still say their opinions. And I like seeing the smaller people out there too, and which I would love to bring
Yeah.
on and do some interviews to see what their experiences are.
Um, no, man, I love reaction channels. If it wasn't for reaction channels, we wouldn't have a reaction channel,
Yeah,
you
a
know?
hundred
And
percent.
I feel like we're one giant family. It's like you said, it's not a competition thing.
Mhm.
Like, you know, I talked to you, Tank, we've got connections with Metal Burb, and everyone's just always so nice. We've always got each other's backs
Mhm.
and so helpful. Like you said, the Discord server, love that server. Just everyone's so awesome. And another one of my favorite things to do is like to hop onto, you know, one of your live streams or Tank's live streams or even in the videos, and you see people that you know that are in your live streams, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
well, we're
but
happy
then you
that you're
also
supporting them.
wonder, what do you do for a living that you're able to sit here and do all these streams with us? How do you do this? How do
Yeah.
you juggle your fucking time?
Yeah,
No, I
I
love
need
it,
some
man.
notes on that.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. I love just I know I don't say much, but I actually lurk in your fucking streams a lot of the time. When I'm editing, I'll just put it on my phone, set my
Oh, I
phone
didn't
up,
know
and just
that.
do my
I
thing. Oh,
appreciate
yeah,
it.
man. I do
Yeah.
that with a lot of like, pretty much if anyone's streaming, that's what I'm doing. Old school nerd, I just sit there and lurk.
Hell yeah. No, that's good. Sometimes, like, I'll get the notifications on and I'll pop in quick sometimes to say hi. But a lot of the people that, you know, either go on and stream stuff. You guys stream pretty late, I find. I don't know if you're an
Yeah.
hour behind me, I think. Yeah, you're an
Yeah,
hour
yeah,
early.
an hour behind you.
But like, it's hard to get to some of those streams. Like even was it Pav Rich or Rich Pav? He's Australian and he's like on like he's streaming at like 4 o'clock in the morning on my time. And like but for me, it's like I need to hear everything when I'm editing too sometimes. So once in a while, like I think Tank is the one that I usually go into to say what's up. And I just can't edit and stuff at the same time of trying to listen onto another stream. I don't know what it is, but I find that with
Well, it's because you
music
do,
too.
like, crazy
I
edits, so I
know.
can only imagine
It's
having to do the syncing and that's yeah.
yeah, my videos are way too complex now.
My
I've toned them down a bit, especially after Ronnie Radke says, "Chill on the edits, bro."
dude, don't listen to Ronnie.
No,
Just
I know.
don't
It's
only do that
funny.
with the, you know, with the falling in reverse stuff. Just
Yeah. Oh
straight
yeah.
nothing. No
I
more edits, just
next
give him bare bones.
next one, I'm literally doing that. I'm like, this video is for Ronnie Radke. It's gonna be short, sweet. Here we go. Just a square in the corner or whatever, pretty big, so he can still see it. I'll put it in 4K for him because I know he likes 4K, and then I'm just gonna sit there. Yeah, that's great. There you go, Ronnie Radke. Thanks for checking it out. Bye. Just to fucking troll him a little bit, but like see if he has like some sort
Oh,
of personality towards it. Nah, he seems like a fun
oh,
guy though
shoot.
for that
He
reason.
does.
But yeah, I'll quickly wrap this up. I know I don't want to take too
Yeah.
much of your time. I know you're busy, way busier than I am, I feel. But yeah, I had a blast with this, dude. I just appreciate you coming to check some shit out.
Shit.
Or well, we didn't check anything out. I don't know if you want to do that, but oh, you got a black
Fuck yeah,
kitty
I'm down
too.
with that.
We have a black cat. I don't know where he
Dude,
is, but
we've got 3 cats, 3 dogs, a snake,
holy
and
shit.
kids. Yeah, it's a fucking jungle here.
It's not a zoo,
No,
it's a jungle.
dude, I'm totally down to do that Suicide Silence if you want.
Yeah, I would love to yeah, Suicide Silence I think dropped, and August Burns Red I believe dropped a new song as well. Hold on. In our
Ooh.
Discord we have a mod, shout out to Channy. He's got he puts every Thursday he has like a new list of songs that he jams into our thing. I gave him his own channel. I'm like, this is your channel. As soon as you get that list, you throw it in here. So yeah, just have a quick look. There's I mean, new Dayseeker. I don't know if you checked that one out. That's a good song. On the slower side, but new Chugaboom. I thought that said The Offspring. I was be like, oh, let's go. Yeah, there's not much on here for. Oh wait, here's the new singles. To the Grave, August Burns Red,
Ooh.
Vendetted. I think you've done a couple reactions. I haven't even checked out that band yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's his
Dude, they
name?
sound like old Slipknot, but I mean, you're still getting into Slipknot. So.
Yeah, I'm still. I forget what album I'm on to now. How did you like the new album, by the way?
Still haven't listened to it.
What? Man, you got
I
like 2
haven't.
tattoos of
Everyone,
Slipknot
okay.
on you.
I know, and here's the problem. You're on a reaction channel. Everyone knows how much of a Slipknot fan you are, and they're like, "We want a Slipknot album reaction." I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But I'm more excited about Lorna Shore's new album, so we're gonna do
Yeah.
this first. And yeah, we're getting ready to do the Slipknot. I've had that thing on vinyl
Oh.
since it came out, and it's just been sitting on the shelf.
Just taunting you. Just a friendly
Yep.
reminder to fucking put it on.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. And I get it, dude. Like when I do my album reviews, I'm literally doing like 3 album reviews every Friday. And then I fucking slap them into Patreon. I'm like, here's 3 albums for you guys to binge for over the weekend or this
Holy
and that.
shit.
So yeah, like I'll sit there for like 2 hours, do the album reviews, and then upload them up on Patreon. So I think streams are really good for that reason as well. I don't edit those ones. I just toss them up. I'm like, you're getting 3 albums worth. So, but yeah, the only 2 big songs I can really see on that are just those, like August Burns Red and what's that fucking other one? Suicide Silence, I guess was that last week?
I think the Suicide Silence one dropped on
Oh
Halloween.
no, yeah, it
on
is.
Monday.
Yeah, Apparently it's like the one of the best. Like I already said, Motionless in White's new video is the best video of 2002, and I put that into my Discord, and they're like, "No, dude, Suicide Silence just dropped." So apparently it's a gnarly fucking video. So I'm pretty
Oh
pumped to check
shit.
that out. And I've kind of been getting into Suicide Silence a lot more, especially with their new singles. But like old
Hmm.
Mitch Lucker vibes in like that YOLO song was just so fucking good. Man, I need to dig more into it. I've been liking Suicide Silence, and I think they've been doing a good job of that. But we'll definitely
Yeah.
we'll do that reaction as soon as we hop off of this. But I'll wrap it up with this, guys. If you're not subscribed to Matt and Chels, go do so. You're not gonna be disappointed. They have great content. They have just a great vibe. Honestly, metal couple goals right there. Honestly, I
Shit.
admire that a lot. I would love to have my girlfriend on videos, and she is just so shy. Like she doesn't want to, like, we don't do a lot of like selfies and stuff either. She's just like, no, 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 you do you, you do you. I'm like, I'll have like a little avatar for you and like have like this animated thing for her. And she's like, no, no, no. I'm like, she has good opinions about songs too. So it's just nice to hear that. But yeah, definitely go do that, guys. Any last words or anything? I just appreciate your time, and I had a blast fucking talking about shit. It's just cool getting to know other people in this world. So
Thank you for having me on here, man. This has been a blast. Honestly, I could go on for hours just talking to you because you're a lot of fun to talk to.
that's good. I'm
Um,
glad.
yeah,
I was afraid.
thank you, man.
I'm waiting for the day where it's just gonna be awkward as fuck for someone. I'm like, fuck, I can't talk to this guy.
Nah, see, one of the big draws to your channel is your charisma, man, and you're just a real sweet guy, is what I gather, and
That's
you're just
awesome.
energetic. Your edits are fucking phenomenal.
I
Don't
appreciate
give
it.
up on them. Like
Nah,
seriously, dude.
I won't. Especially
When it
short
comes to the
form.
edit game, ooh,
I know, but
I just
like,
throw up the box and just that's it. Throw up the box.
I like the box move though. It's less work.
It truly is, but it just doesn't have the pop like yours does.
Ah, sometimes I feel like it doesn't do as much as I want it to, or like people don't really appreciate it as much. I know they appreciate it and they like it, but sometimes I'm just like, I think I get in my head too much when I see views. Like I see other channels, that don't do as much editing and stuff as me, and then it makes me rethink my content. Is like, am I even giving enough content? Like, is there enough entertainment in this? I feel like I might be more of an entertainment channel, but like I still give my 2 cents about songs and stuff like that. Yeah, I like to have fun. I'm very energetic and have, I down like a pre-workout before a fucking video, and it's like running off the walls and a breakdown comes down and I'm throwing hot dogs in my mouth. Like I just like being creative and entertaining in that way to a degree. So yeah, if we had a bigger place, man, my goal right now is to like, I hope no one steals this idea, but you heard it here first. I want to set up in like a garage and just break shit in the middle of fucking breakdowns and like just do some fucked up shit. Like I've had like my girlfriend lost it one time when I had a can of Axe and a lighter, and I'm just like, she's like,
Yes, yes. I remember that video.
yeah.
Fuck, what video was that?
It was Motionless in White, masterpiece.
Yes, it was yep, Motionless in White.
Yeah,
Dude, yeah.
those, I think the whole series of Motionless in White, they're just over the top. There was one that I did on Twitch. My girlfriend was gone. She was gone for, I forget what she was gone for. But like the what song was it? Puppets, the first Puppets, I think it was, and that was the first time I heard it. And there's my dog's bowl of food just sitting on the ground there, and like I'm just dancing to the breakdown. I pick up the food and I'm dumping it in my mouth, and it's just like, I don't know why I do these things, but I mean it makes people
I
smile, and I think that's what
It
really.
makes me laugh. It makes me smile,
Yeah,
you know?
man. I think another thing. Fuck that. I can't. I can never just say goodbye. It's just seeing people's messages as well. Like, I, when I do these videos in like hopes that it like makes someone's day better. And I love the messages that we get where it's like, bro, like I'm going through a fucking tough time. Like I've had a couple deep conversations where people were like, they were just ready to like not be on Earth anymore. And they're like,
Yeah.
your videos really helped me get through the day. And I think that's the one main part that like us creators and whatever you're doing on YouTube, like a lot of people don't understand. Like when some troll or hater comes by and says reaction channels are stupid, and it's like, bro, like I've saved more lives than Donald Trump. Like I just like fuck. That was probably the
Oh
wronger
man.
reference to say, but I mean,
No, it's funny. I
yeah,
take it.
all right. But it's just like I don't know. I feel good about that. And as much as we might think these reaction channels are silly sometimes. I didn't understand them at first. I've seen a couple where I'm like, why am I watching a fucking dude watch something that I'm gonna watch anyway? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
uh,
the when you talk about the comments are the most humbling thing, and in my opinion, like the value of some of these comments is way more than anything monetarily we get from YouTube. To
yeah,
know that we get those messages too, like you helped me make it through today, a rough time. We've had people personally message us, and they always they connect, they tug on your heartstrings because you know what the struggle's like.
yeah.
And it's weird to think I did that.
Hmm.
Like I did that with a reaction video. I don't understand it, but there's something that was said or done that made someone smile and cheered them up. And to me, that's all that fucking matters.
At the end of the day, yeah, it's so powerful, and just for us to
It
hear
is.
that, I think it's just even when we're on the brink of like just almost quitting, or like we got another blocked video, and then you see those messages and comments, just like, okay, yeah, this is definitely
Just pulls
fucking
you
worth
back
it.
in.
Yeah, so keep
Yeah.
commenting, chat, keep commenting. No, that's awesome. Okay, I'll actually wrap it up this time. But dude, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. But yo, that Lorna, no, no, it's been a great time, man. I'll wrap it up quick time here and just say thank you. And yeah, let's go react to some fucking other shit if you're down. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Fucking
Thank
mit.
you. And yeah.
Toodaloo, motherfuckers. There's my quick
See you later.
outro.